Yes. The grandson of the legendary Berivan, the grandson of Emperor Boz, Aslan. Come, my boy, come. Bring him over here. Come. Hello, friends. Aslan. His father is a black, very dark, brindle, purebred fighting dog that I brought from Urfa. The mother's mother is, as you may already know, the legendary Berivan, and the mother's father is indeed also Emperor Boz. So this particular dog directly. Is a black, very dark, brindle, purebred fighting dog. He is the grandson of the Emperor. He is currently 6.5 years old. He is a dog I love very much and have always used as a stud. His hip x-rays have been taken. He has worked with sheep. He's a dog familiar with every kind of environment. Aslan. I mean, I can say he has more than 100 offspring. Now, the topic I want to talk about today isn't too much, friends. I mean, it's not about Aslan. What I want to talk about today is related to dogs. You ask a lot of questions. Among those questions, of course, I want you to keep asking. Within those questions, the same topic keeps coming up. They keep bringing up the issue of wolf dog traits. Let me say this, friends. A few days ago, Hulk's son Kaplan, who is from Mercedes' daughter, actually fought with 2 wolves on Bolu Mountain. People there heard the sounds of fighting, the noise and commotion, and ran over, and there was a fight. Of course, the wolves ran away. They even fired shots into the air. The dog, a single Boz, fought against 2 wolves and got injured, but there was no running away, no yelping, no screaming, nothing like that. I've heard dozens of stories like this. Look, people don't use these dogs in their flocks. If these dogs were really as some people claim, and by claim I mean that some folks who can't handle how big and robust these dogs are, or the extreme attention they get worldwide, throw stones from afar. I won't mention any names. But let me say this. Look, making claims about regions they've never visited in their lives, or about dogs they've never seen in person, is simply ignorance. For example, these are you talking about wolves and such? I mean, when the dog is right here next to the flock, you should be able to understand just by looking. I mean, when I say you need to sense it, you need to understand it. You can't tell if a dog is a wolf fighter just by looking at it. You can only make an educated guess from the dog style, from its movements. No, this dog is a true sheepdog. You can ask anyone who has kept this dog by their side. It won't harm a puppy. It won't harm a sheep or a lamb. It knows exactly what to do and when. That's the kind of dog it is. Come your line. In fact, at night it can even react to strangers. It acts as a guard. It's a real dog, through and through. Now its height is 83, 84 centimeters. A dog that's exactly the size of a proper dog. This dog, its head structure, mouth structure, lips, front paws, legs, the puppies it has produced up to this point. Come your line. Don't ask, don't ask, don't ask, don't ask. In every possible sense, it's truly a very good and remarkable dog. Now, let's talk a bit more about something special that this dog can actually do. I mean, I'm not like some people who like to do this or that. Whatever you give, I always... That's how it is. Wait, that's enough. The wolf destroyed this much. It did this. I don't like talking about these kinds of things, but the dog you're talking about has done those things, friends. The animal has done the things mentioned and has seen the terrain. You know, foxes and the like? It already chases and catches them. This dog literally runs and catches them on its own. Jumping over fences, going outside, and what it did there. I mean, I keep saying I don't like talking about these kinds of things, and I want to emphasize that I really don't. But when you look at it in terms of capability, this dog is exactly my own bloodline. A dog I bred myself. And in an inappropriate place. Without my knowledge, they made the dog fight. And the person who made the dog fight was also someone I knew, a friend of mine. We grew apart after that. But of course, he's still my friend, still my brother, no hard feelings. But I took Aslan back, and right now Aslan is just waiting for the time to go back to the mountains. Everywhere is closed because of the coronavirus, and soon he'll be heading back to the mountains again. I have dozens of dogs like this one. Puppies that work with the herds are taken. Shh. Please be quiet for a moment and try to calm down. Everything is going to be all right, so just take a deep breath and relax. Shh. Now, the dog doesn't have to be gigantic or extremely large. For example, look, I mate this dog with minic daughters. I don't pair minic daughters with dogs that are 90 or 95 centimeters tall. I pull on the 83 centimeter dog. The females he mates with are bigger than him. Why? Because this is a healthy dog with the right anatomy and the right character. He has hip x-rays, proper x-rays, head, mouth structure, teeth structure, lips, the straightness of the front of the mouth, eye position, ear position, whatever I'm looking for, I'll find it in this dog. His coat is double layered, and he's muscular and bony. Look at the muscles on this animal. And this dog is about to turn 7 years old, 6.5 years old. He hasn't been working with the herd for a long time either. Puppy, puppy. Puppy, 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 puppy. Charlie, come here. Come here quickly. Shh, Charlie, come over here. Come here quickly. Charlie, come over here. Go over there.
My child, you. Now, Lightning. I'm going to be you. I'm going to be you. You don't care.
So, of course, there are also photos of this dog. Aslan grew up next to Charlie. Yes, they were born here and grew up next to Charlie with all their siblings. Even after years have passed, they recognize each other when they meet, friends. They recognize each other. This is very important. He knows him. For example, he doesn't act overly harsh toward the cats in my garden. But if he sees a strange cat or a strange animal, you can't control Aslan. Charlie, come here. Put down the camera. Look over here. Look here. I'm gonna beat you now. Come here quickly. Come here quickly, Charlie. Come here. Look at this. Film this. Film this. Look at his face. Just look at him. He just wants attention. You have to give him all the attention. Jealousy. Shh. Move over here. Aslan. Anyway, friends, the point is this. For me, a dog's size, functionality, strength, and power, it needs to be like this dog. We have older males below this size, and we have even smaller older females. To bring the genetics of these females up to this size, I use giant dogs of world-class size like Minik and his sons. But you can be sure that my dogs here can do what this dog does with the herd, with the flock, against predators, as long as they are raised and trained in that environment. For example, Hulk is 6.5 years old. He's also almost 6. Sorry, let me take him and send him to the sheep. Let's go to the shepherd in a month and film it. Everyone would be surprised, the dog. Because look, even this dog here, when another animal attacks it, if I don't stop the other animal, it goes and grabs it by the tail. Even this one does that, I mean. So what I'm trying to say here is not to belittle the work with wolves. If a dog trusts its owner, trusts itself, has grown up without being oppressed, knows its owner has its back, and has strong blood, it will chase away any wolf. To sum it up, the main point is this. I'm talking about non-Kangal, grey shepherd dogs that work in herds like these animals. They protect the herd very well. We have no intention of trying to explain anything to anyone, friends. Will they go after the wolf? Will they do this or that? Or there's this saying, apparently these are mixed breeds. They supposedly run away when they see a wolf. We know the ones that run away. They run away at 520. In other words, we also know that the dogs of the people who say that run away at 520. This is a dog, and a dog might run away, that's a different matter. If the dog isn't strong enough, it runs away. It might not go after the wolf, maybe it's been injured before, maybe it doesn't have the courage. Anything can happen. But when they're together, the dogs are supposed to protect the flock, my friend. Let me tell you this one last thing. This dog was with the flock. The man said, these dogs don't go after the wolf. There was a female with him too. How come they don't go after the wolf? Has there been any harm to your flock, brother? No, but there has been harm to the neighboring flocks. There's no harm in yours. We took this one from the flock and brought it into the village and tied it up. Do you know what happened? We took it away. 3 days later, a wolf attacked the flock. Should we talk about these things, or should we go and film them and then talk about it? I'll do those too, don't worry at all. I'll film those as well. You'll also see videos of this dog up in the mountains. How does it work? How it goes ahead of the sheep with the flock, how it comes back in the evening, how it patrols around the sheep at night, keeping watch. I'll do all this with this dog, God willing. Dear friends, I wish you all the best. May God protect you. We're saying goodbye to you with Aslan.
Isn't that right, my boy? What is this, my boy? How could anyone not adore you? How could anyone hurt you? Just look at him, look at him, look at that.
You little rascal, you little rascal. Go over there, go over there, go over there, go over there. Look at his hand, just look at those hands, look at his hand, just look at him. You little rascal. Rascal, 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 rascal. Aslan, Aslan. Good boy. Let me see my boy. Good boy, my son. Pull it from there a little, come on. Run away. Come here. Isn't that right, my boy? Good boy, my son. Yes, friends, I wish you all the best. May God protect you. Stay with love. Goodbye. Here you go, brother. Take this. Subtitles by MK.